Hey guys, are you planning your next Disney trip? So, based on my recent experience, let me give you some tips that will really help you to plan your trip in the most effective way. Again, I am not going to give you tips around the sunscreen and the regular ones that you have to do in every park or wherever you visit, right? I'm going to give you tips very specific to how it should be or what exactly those specific tips are for the Disney parks, right? So, let's start with the weather check first. The best time to visit this particular park or this area is, as per my experience, I have been there in the mid of Jan and it was getting a little cold by the evening. So the best time from my standpoint would be Feb, March and April. Otherwise it's going to get very hot or it's going to get pretty cold. Again, most of the time we try to book our trip in a package with car rentals and hotel and flights. I would personally advise you go with a separate car rental, because I got a package and they gave me a car which was outside the airport almost 4 miles, where you have to use shuttles. And when I found out that they had like so many such services being offered in the Orlando, so I would say park your the flights and hotels together maybe, and then you can book your car rental separately with Avis or Enterprise, which are very known companies and they are directly there at the airport. Another piece is the hotel. You should always book it in the vicinity of the parks. It really helps you to save time early in the morning when you have to be there, as soon as possible. And there are a lot of budget hotels or nice hotel. It all depends on what exactly you really want. Now coming to very specific, you already know which parks you're gonna visit when you are in Orlando. So I would advise you download the maps of all the parks that you want to visit and keep 2 or 3 copies of those maps with you. You do not want to be searching over there, or you may forget because of whatever rush would be there. So it's better to have those maps downloaded up front and those copies with you. I would also advise use those maps and already decide which rides you want to visit, which areas of the park you want to visit, because practically it's not possible to cover the entire park within the day. And also cover the areas or the rides that you do not wish to go, because there are some rides which may be in your nearby parks and you do not want your waste the very you do not want to waste your important time in the Disney on those particular rides. Now coming back to the app that Disney provides, I would say it's extremely important that as soon as you book your tickets and reservation, you download this Disney World app, you log in, have all your details added into that. So it is that's where you have your reservation and everything, whatever you need. So that is a must have, and this app is very handy when you are in the park. I will come to that part later. Now when you are in Orlando, I would advise, and that's what even I did, to buy some snacks for your kids or for yourself a day before visiting your park, because Disney allows food in the park. So you can carry as much as you really want or as much as you wish, but it really helps you to save a lot of time in the park when you are jumping from ride to ride, and every minute is crucial. So I would advise to carry as much as possible, and you should also carry a cooler backpack for hot days when you really use cold drinks or whatever you really need, because it's going to save you time. Everywhere you will find line or queues in the park. They have a lot of options with food and drinks, but still everywhere you go there will be a wait time of 15-20 minutes or 30 minutes, and it's just a waste of time. Now comes to the park part. I would advise to reach park before 7:30 personally, or at 7:30 max if you want to get ahead, and you will be surprised to see the number of people that would be there by 7:30. It's already crowded, but that is still a decent time, I would say. So try to be in the park before 7:30 to get maximum benefits. Now I'll come to the Ginie service part of it, which is basically the main use of that Ginie service is a lightning lane. I wish I would have known that before I visited the park. I did not. I was under the impression that the express lanes are very, very, very costly and it's better to be in the standard lane, but they are not. If you go to the Ginie service, it's available on their app, and this app is available only for $20 per person, per guest. So, but this is really, really helpful app. You should, this is really, really helpful service. You should buy this service at 7 a.m. when it opens on the day of your visit, and you should book your first ride right then and there, because they have a slots of each of the rides. It is not like a regular express pass where you just walk in into the express line and they will allow you as many times as you want. It's not like that. It's a very amazing app which is designed in a very balanced way so that it is not unfair to the people who are in the standard line as well. So it gives you a slot for each ride. Only that slot you can book, and you can book only one slot at a time, at least for 2 hours, and then after 2 hours you can use another slot, or once you have completed the first ride. So you really have to play smart here. You really have to book your ride in a way that you are using maximum benefit, or you are at least using 4 to 5 express or lightning lane entries throughout the day, because at max only those many express entries you can really use when you are using this app, because it gives you each ride within the slot. Also on this Ginie service, there are rides which are not covered as a part of this Ginie service. For that you have to buy it separately, but I would strongly advise to buy even those rides early in the morning. Like for Magic Kingdom, one of that ride is Seven Dwarf. You should book that early in the morning itself and book your slot. And similarly for Hollywood Studio, Rise of the Resistance, where the wait times are almost 2 hours and the slots are gone by 8 a.m. If you try to book their lightning lane after 8 a.m, you won't find that. I did not find it. So we had to be in the standard lane for almost 85 to 90 minutes. So I would strongly advise to buy that service early in the morning as soon as it opens up in the app. And these are not costly. They are like $10, $15, $20 per person per guest, based on whether it is weekday or weekend, right? So Ginie service must use. Learn that upfront before you go to the park, how effectively you can use it, because based on how you use this Ginie service, it's gonna define your day within the park. Because if you are staying for 2 hours for a particular ride, imagine your 20% of the day is gone for just one ride. But this lightning lane can get you out in 10 minutes. You go in and go out. It's really lightning. When they say lightning, it's actually, they mean it. It's a straight flow. You just walk in and you are there. So definitely must use service when you are in the park, and it is all available through the app. Another benefit of this app is you order your food using this app. Once you know that this is the restaurant I'm going to have my lunch in or dinner in, order your food using app. You will be surprised with the level of their service. I was standing in a queue, and when my wife just ordered the food via app, it was available in like a matter of 5 to 10 minutes. So use this app for any food that you really like to order. Now I'll come to the most important part as well. In Magic Kingdom, they have fireworks at around 8:30 p.m. I would say reach in minimum 30 minutes to 60 minutes before to have a proper view and get your right spot. And similarly in Hollywood Studios, they have a fantastic show which is at 8 p.m. People start to get in the queue by 6:30. So I would say get in there by 6:30 or 7 to have your proper slot. Last but not the least, try to have a one-day break between your two visit of the parks. Your legs will really bless you, and you will have a cool, relaxing day between the two parks, because these are really hectic for anybody. Thank you.